I have a 6-year-old with autism, and I haven't dated in like 7 years. I've been celibate for 7 years. And part of the reason why is because of this.
There's gonna be a lot of stuff you're scared of, but it don't matter. You gotta push through it.
Okay.
You did it?
A little boy and his accused killer, one of many seemingly harmless videos sent to Chance Crawford's mother by Ernest Lamar Love. Chance's mother, Charlene Safour, speaking out for the first time since her son's death earlier this week. Safour says she met Love at the amazing church in Lake Elsinore, where Love was a minister and a prophet. But just hours into this so-called prophet babysitting Chance last Thursday night, Love drove the 6-year-old to the ER and called Chance's mom.
He did tell me that he was doing jumping jacks. He had him working out and he fell and hit his head.
Brain swelling, according to the DA, but there were more injuries. Raw, gaping wounds on Chance's backside. The district attorney's office says that Love beat the 6-year-old with a large piece of lumber.
My son suffered. He died a brutal death. It was brutal. He did not deserve to go out that way.
At the church, this prophet was apparently a wolf in sheep's clothing, accused of inappropriate behavior with women here.
It makes it so much easier for me to stay away from men. It has to be hard as a mother to have all of this faith in God and then to put your child in the hands of someone that you believe is a man of God, only for him to turn around and do something like this. And it's like, why would God allow something this evil to happen in his house? This is what scares me. And so, yeah, my celibacy has a lot to do with my relationship with God. But if I'm gonna be honest, a lot of it has to do with the fears I have. I believe my son's father was truly in love with me. And during my pregnancy, he treated me the worst any man could treat a woman. And so the fear is set in. It's like, damn, if a man could treat me that bad and then treat his own flesh and blood that bad, I can only imagine what a man who isn't related to my son can do to him and me. It's just, I cannot even, that's why I've gone this long. When I was younger, a man my mother dated long term and was engaged to molested me, beat me, did all types of things to me that I don't care to mention. And I cannot fathom the idea of my son being harmed by a step parent or a guy that I brought into my life whom I think loves me. I hope he loves my son, and something terrible like this happens to him. I couldn't even imagine. One of the biggest complaints a lot of men have had about dating single mothers is a lot of single mothers don't allow these men to discipline their children. It rubs me the wrong way anytime a man even asks me, well, will you let me discipline your son? Because I'm like, if that's the number one thing, if that's the number one priority that you're thinking about when we start talking about my son, to me, that's a sign you have some type of intention to harm him, because that's not even the first thing that you should be thinking about. I'm his mother. I'm disciplining him. Not to say I wouldn't allow you to discipline him, but I believe underneath that question is you asking me, can you spank my son? You know, and when I'm on social media and I see a lot of men sit down and discuss, dating single mothers, that's usually the first thing that they say, these mothers won't allow us to discipline their children. And it's because oftentimes men are already abusive in general, just generalizing men, right? To have these men raising children that aren't biologically theirs, a lot of times these men take out a lot of hatred and negativity that they feel towards their girlfriend's ex or girlfriend's baby daddy, and they take it out on the children. That's a main reason why a lot of single mothers don't allow for their boyfriends or their husbands to discipline their children. It's just deeper rooted than a lot of people want to believe.